More than any other Game of Thrones character, Theon Greyjoy, aka Rick, from the noble Greyjoy family, can't win a trick.
What I do mean to you to start to appreciate you.
If he's not being duped into sexy times by his own sister,
Yara.
So good to see you, brother.
he's being enslaved, beaten, stripped of his inheritance, and way more shockingly, his manhood.
I'm not killing you, just making a few alterations.
Showbiz is in Alfie's blood. His dad's a veteran actor, his mum a film producer, his sister a chart-topping pop star, and he's been acting since the ripe old age of 12. Alfie's in town to promote the release of Season 5 on DVD, and with Season 6 now tantalisingly close, might this be Theon's chance to catch a break?
Thought he'd never shut up.
Alfie Allen! Here tonight. Can you go to a dinner party anymore without people asking you what's going to happen next?
Can I applaud myself?
You can!
Applaud myself.
Not only did you applaud, you applaud longest. And
I didn't I? I just carried it on, and then they carried on as well. Amazing. Anyway, I can. I mean, to be honest, I just tell my mates all the storylines.
Oh,
anyway.
really?
Yeah, you know, it's fine. They give me a tenner, and I'm like, sweet. Yeah,
I get aggressive because occasionally on this show I go to report on things that are happening next and I haven't seen the whole series and then people start yelling at me going, don't tell me, and I don't never know. They get so aggressive.
It's mad for me because, like, I read the script so long ago, and then when it comes on to telly, I'm like a fan. Like, I'm watching it, and
Yeah,
I'm like
right.
watching it with my mates, and they're just like, hold on a minute, you're in this show. How did you not know that? So it can get a little bit weird, but...
in one of our news stories, we had the spoiler of the Jon Snow spoiler, and the
I don't know
audience
what
just
you're
went,
talking about.
oh, you should watch it. You will enjoy it. You will.
I don't know what you're talking
You don't know about it? No. You're contractually obliged not to know.
I don't know who Jon Snow is.
Does anything good happen to your character in this season?
Look, that's subjective. Do you know what I mean? It's like if you don't like Theon, then everything that's been happening to him is good.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I guess in a way I can't really give too much away, but there's going to be a lot more Greyjoy action. Let's just say that much.
Okay, yeah.
Some of your scenes are like so intense. The torture scenes are so intense. What happens between takes? Like I can just imagine you having convos strapped to a pole, just chatting, and then like is it
Pole?
weird?
I think that's not my storyline.
Whatever you're strapped to, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you do, like, I'm going to get really actory on you now. Yeah, it can, like, to go to those really dark places, you have to keep it light in between.
Yeah,
you know what
right.
I mean? And to have someone like Uwan Rhee on there who plays Ramsay Bolton is very, very cool. He's just a really nice guy, and we just talk about football.
I don't actually
other
believe you,
stuff.
to be honest. He's evil. I can't imagine he's anything but that character.
Should we create a WhatsApp group? Me, you, and then we'll just, like, talk, and then you can find out he's a good guy.
We work it out. Okay,
let's do it.
Here's a dumb question from a non-actor.
Go on.
Do you have to act... The armour you wear,
Yeah.
which is integral to the story because
Yeah.
you don't want to get a spear through the heart.
Question at all. This is dumb.
Are you really wearing chainmail, or is it plastic and light?
You've got to be done
Yeah,
with
it was a bit.
You've got to be done.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's great wearing armour, mate. Yeah.
I want to ask about the character. Out of all the characters, your character's probably evolved the most and is constantly evolving. You started off as a friend and a foe, and then you become like the sorriest looking guy on TV. You
Yeah,
know, like...
well, I mean, Donald Trump. He beats me in that respect. You know what I mean? But
He could do with some armour.
he could do some armour, couldn't he?
Some of the stuff that happens to you, though, is pretty gruesome. And there's been a bit of stuff written about the fact that some people that have been victims of abuse have actually written to you and said to you that they kind of appreciate the portrayal of it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, I'm so lucky, and this is going to sound so mushy, but, you know, I'm very lucky to be an actor. It's such a great profession to be in. And so you kind of, I guess, forget that you do have some sort of responsibility sometimes because it's such a lot of fun, you know. But I had a lady in Germany come up to me and just say, you know, yeah, I was in an abusive relationship and he used to hit me in places where people couldn't see. And the abuse that you suffered in Game of Thrones, you weren't so pathetic about it. That was the words that she used, and it gave me strength. So I was just a bit like...
The whole series, though, people that love it absolutely adore it. They're obsessed with it.
They are.
Is that something that kind of throws you off because of how engaged with it they are, and probably your character too?
No, not at all. I mean, it's testament to the show how people were so emotionally involved with it. Do you know what I mean? And I just take it as a compliment. I'm just very, very happy that I'm still alive.
Did you get a bit of a scare last week when George Martin of the Beatles fame passed away? And
my sister texted me this, and I was like, nah, Lil, it's not. It's George Martin, the record producer, not George R.R. Martin.
Yeah, so everyone thought that the author of the Game of Thrones books had passed away, but he's got the same name, basically, as it was George Martin. So.
FYI.
I was just the producer saying, context.
We were talking before, and I didn't know. I learned that everyone films their scenes in different parts of the world. So some in freezing cold, others get to be in, you know, on the beaches in wherever.
Yeah, I know where you're going with this. Go on, what?
Well, I was just wondering, you're the cold scenes, right? Do you often sit there and think, why didn't I get the sun in the beach?
No, never. Never. I love HBO. HBO treat me very well.
You don't check out the other Instagram accounts and just check out what they're doing in their spare time?
No. Never know I do. I mean, we're all very close, so it's kind of... it is maybe slightly annoying that I don't get to go to sunny places, but then I get to come to places like Melbourne.
That's
so
true.
Amazing.
That's all right.
Thank you so much.
The 5th season of The Game of Thrones available on DVD and Blu-ray from Wednesday. Please thank Alfie Allen.
How do you think your daddy did, huh?
He totally blew it. That game's so fucking easy.
No, it is not easy. It's a hard game.
Like my other father.
Oh, the other father. You have 2 daddies?
Yeah.
1, 2?
He's just my